see me? Is this actually working? Oh, I think it's working. I think it's working. I see a thing that says live. So, if you can see me waving my crazy arms, tell me something in the chat. Okay. I see myself moving on the screen. So that is awesome. And all right. So sorry. I swear I practiced this yesterday and everything. I had everything set up way before this, and then I practiced yesterday, but that's okay. Uh, it is what it is, right? And you know what? It's been one of those days. It's been a ridiculously crazy, crazy, crazy day. Um, just sound, Alice says. Really? All right, so it says I am broadcasting. I see the video. I see it on the replay. Um, the only advice I have for you, Alice, is to maybe refresh your screen. Um, sorry, I see myself dancing on screen, so it's a little crazy. Um, there we go. Okay, okay. Growing book by book says I can hear you and see you. Yay! All right, so we're only 20 minutes late. Um, all right, enough about my crazy day. I'm so glad you guys stayed on. Thank you for dealing with this crazy tech issues. Okay, I lost my marker. No, I didn't. There it is. All right, so welcome to the workshop where, like I said, it's going to be classroom style. I'm not going to do any like keynote presentations or PowerPoints or anything. So as you can see, I have a giant whiteboard behind me, which I love whiteboards. And we're going to work out a monthly meal plan together. So first off, why monthly? Two main reasons I'm going to say is less time, um, less time meal planning. So when you sit down to meal plan, if you're doing, say, a weekly meal plan, which most people do, right? Um, if you're sitting down and you've got your planner out or your notebook or your calendar, and then you've got your recipe book or Pinterest or wherever you're getting recipes from, you're doing all of that 4 times a month. Whereas you could do that 1 time a month and maybe spend an extra 10 minutes and get the rest, plan out the rest of the month instead of just doing that 1 week. So one, I'm going to say monthly is a time saver as far as the actual act of meal planning goes. And then two, oh good, Alice, you're in. Yay. Um, two is I think you'll be able to budget better because you already have your master grocery list for the month. And yes, of course, things are going to change. You're probably not going to make as many things as you put on your plan, right? Um, an item gets forgotten, or you have to run out, or you just don't feel like cooking one night. I mean, all of that happens. So you probably won't actually make as much as what's on your master grocery list, but you'll have it there. And because you have it there, you can shop the sales. So I want to know what you guys do to shop your grocery sales or save money. Do you coupon? Do you just shop what's on the front page of the flyer? Because the front page of the flyer, um, there's a technical name for it, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. But those items that the grocery store puts there on their front page, they actually lose money on them. Supposedly, I'm not supposedly, they lose money on them or break even maybe because they want to bring you into the store so that you buy other stuff, right? Because that's what happens. So I usually try to shop just what's on the front, stock up on what's on the front of the grocery flyer. So that's kind of my strategy. I am not a big couponer. I do have a little bit of a couponing strategy. It's really more of intentional couponing, I like to call it, where I'm looking for specific coupons. I'm not flipping through and seeing what's available. I'm looking for specific brands of coupons, things that are really going to save me the most bang for my buck. But that is a whole nother live stream. Okay, so that was one. We're going over why a monthly meal plan. Two, we're going to get into how I use theme nights to actually create my meal plan. Three, I'm going to share with you my method of finding recipes on Pinterest and really narrowing down that search. I have a little bit of a method there. And four, just some quick shopping strategies. So I don't want to keep you past the 9 o'clock. So, unless you guys have questions, but I wanted to, in my mind, this was 8 o'clock, not going past 9 o'clock. So I want to make sure that I am not keeping you, longer than that, even though we started a bit late. So that's okay. All right. So let's see if I can see my screen here. All right. So on my whiteboard, what I did was I basically mapped out a calendar. I'm sorry, you guys are watching like a really close up of my ear right now. I mapped out a basic calendar and started to fill out the theme nights that I use on it. Hopefully you can see me okay over here. So what I'm going to do is, so I have the theme night ideas that I sent to you guys. You should have it. If you don't, there's links in your emails. Okay. But it's basically just a list of theme night ideas because I think theme nights are just the easiest way to narrow down our options because, decision fatigue is the worst thing, right? That's like the All right. Can everybody hear me again? I'm so glad you guys said something. Are we good again? Yes, no, maybe so. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I will wait for you guys to tell me before. Okay, better? Yay, I'm back. Man, technology sucks. Like, oh, everybody just go live on video and just plug your stuff and it'll work. Okay, so I don't know where I was when my alien took over my sound wave, but okay. I've got Slow Cooker Sunday, Mexican Monday, Try It Tuesday, whatever is, that's our leftover night because we have church on Wednesday night, so we're always scrambling to get out the door. So whatever is just going to be leftovers. Nothing. 30-minute Thursday
because by the time Thursday comes, I'm pretty fried. And Family Fun Friday is typically like homemade pizza or something like that, or maybe sandwiches. And then Saturday, let's see. Saturday. Let's do sheet pan Saturday. So something I do want to say about, probably have to face the mic. Something I do want to say about choosing these is I really like to go off of the how you're cooking it versus what you're making. So now Mexican food, I love Mexican food, but I know a lot of people that do like Taco Tuesday and then Italian and then Chinese food, and it's more of like, and then we're gonna have chicken on Fridays, kind of a thing. I prefer to do it based on what we're using. We're using the slow cooker. We're using a sheet pan. 30-minute is probably a one-pot meal. So more of like a how to cook versus what to cook. Okay, so we've got these. Now, you guys have a worksheet where you can kind of decide what you want your theme nights to be. So you can work it out on there. I worked it out on here. The other thing I'm going to do is grab my, sorry, I'm off camera, my theme night recipe list that I have. So this has like all the theme nights that pretty much can have recipes in it. And it has a bunch of ideas for kid-friendly recipes. So I'm going to just show you how I work this out once I have my theme nights on. Any questions so far? Andrea, don't feel sorry for me. It just happens. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Chris. It is frustrating, but, it is what it is, right? We'll figure it out. On my 200th YouTube Live, I'm going to be laughing about this, right? Or maybe even my 20th. All right, so got this recipe list. I don't know if you can see this here. So it has like the theme nights that are on that master list on here, and then ideas. If this were a PDF, I could actually click through to the recipe and it would take me straight there. So Slow Sunday. It's kind of in order. Let's do Slow Cooker Sunday. Okay. So I've got 8 options here. I'm just going to look them over. Oh, you know what? Chicken ranch tacos. My oldest one loves that, but that also goes for Mexican Monday. I think I'm going to do that. Chicken ranch. Forgive my handwriting. It's usually really, really neat. But okay, so that I'm actually going to throw under Mexican Monday. But slow cooker, crock pot, pepper steak. Perfect. Pepper steak. Mozzarella stuffed turkey pesto meatballs. That's a good idea. Let's put those here. Mozz, meatballs, and our favorite French dip sandwiches. Let's see. So I have steak here. I have meatballs here, but those are turkey meatballs. Let's do the French dip sandwiches. This day. Now, the other thing I want to say is as you're doing this, and maybe if you're going to do it for an actual month, like you're sitting down and saying, okay, I'm doing this for February, I would grab your calendar too and make sure and just see like, hey, you know what? I've got, like for instance, next week, if I'm doing this for this week, next week, I am going to be out of town on Monday. So I don't need one for that night. And then 1, 2, the third Friday, I know in February, I have a single moms group that I'm doing that night. So I don't need meals for that night. Perfect. So if you're doing it for the actual month, get your calendar first. Let me check. Oh, sorry. You know what? I saw Chris before, and it looks like it's Chris and Christy. So I'm assuming Christy's on. It's a terrible assumption of mine, but I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong. Skillet meals on Mondays and crockpot on Fridays. Yeah, I love skillet meals. Like one pot, done. I really hate to do dishes. I love to cook for the most part. My youngest is 4. And so cooking is not always really feasible, and I'm pretty exhausted by then. So, but I do like to cook, but I do not like to do dishes. Not at all. All right, let's see. What else? We need something for here. We're having chicken ranch tacos the night before. Let's do, cranberry barbecue drumsticks. Cran BBQ drumsticks. Okay, Sundays are done. Mexican Monday. We've got chicken ranch tacos, beef and bean burritos. Beef and bean burritos. And one more. The night after, French dip sandwiches. Let's do chicken tortilla soup. One of my favorites. Chicken. Gosh, my handwriting is awful. Soup. Okay. Try it Tuesday. Those are kind of like, again, new things I want to introduce and see if my kids like it. Healthy pumpkin pasta. That actually looks really good. I'm going to write pumpkin out so it doesn't look like pump pasta. It would look like a creamy, almost like a cheesy sauce. Nice try, Christy. Funny. Oh, hey, Lisa. The list of recipes. It is available. It is. There is a link in the description, and I wasn't going to mention this till later, but so I've got this list. This is for regular recipes, and then I also have this one. This one is for freezer meals, and again, all the recipes are linked, and I'm doing a buy one, get one, half off the bundle. So the link is in the description if you want to check that out. Thanks for asking. All right, so try it Tuesday. Actually going to look at my freezer meal recipe and do cherry balsamic beef short ribs. All right, so chicken, that's a good one. Cherry balsamic beef short ribs. And teriyaki chicken zoodles. That's a good one. And I am going to put that this one over here, this cherry balsamic beef short ribs one, was a freezer meal. So how I incorporate the freezer meal list is you can use it as backups, freezer meals, but you could also, and how I'm using it here is say, okay, well, I'm going to put these on my actual meal plan, and I'm going to make some of these ahead of time and put them in the freezer so that it's ready by that day. So another way to use it maybe is once you have all these out, you pick one from each, and you don't necessarily put it on your monthly meal plan, but you make them ahead of time and put them in the freezer so that you have them when, not if, when something goes wrong, because something will go wrong with your meal plan. Lisa, yay, we're so sick of the same old, same old. You sound great. Thank you. Yes, I was sick of the same old too. Now, I will say that I went through these with a fine-tooth comb, and if I have a skill, it's a very odd one, but I do have a skill of being able to read a recipe and knowing if it's put together well. Obviously, everybody has different tastes, and you're going to like something that I don't like and vice versa. But most of this stuff is also kid-friendly. I tried to think of what my 4-year-old would eat, or at least pick apart most of. So there's like a couple hundred recipes here, but I don't want to get you overwhelmed with that number because it's the way that it's organized. It's very easy for you to find exactly what you need. So try it Tuesday. Sweet. Let's see. Thanksgiving leftover waffle sandwiches. You know, my older one loves Thanksgiving flavors, so maybe that'll go over well. All right, so whatever is Wednesday, we're not doing anything. 30-minute Thursday. 30-minute Thursday. We've got Honey garlic shrimp. Perfect. Shrimp is almost always, if your kids will eat it, almost always on my 30-minute night because it's so quick. Italian chicken skillet with tomatoes and mushrooms. Italian chicken skillet. And let's see, what else can we do? Oh, taco pasta. That's a big popular one here. Taco pasta. And I hope I'm not boring you by just writing things on here. Let's see. I put a frittata on here. My little one is allergic to eggs, so we cannot do that. Thai red curry chicken. I don't know about the curry. We haven't tried that recently, but I figure it's 2 days after the Thanksgiving waffle turkey sandwiches, which I know, even though it's under the try it menu, probably going to be a hit because of the flavors. All right, let's see. Christy says, so how often do you not stick to your meal plan? All the time. No. So I would say out of a monthly meal plan, there's a good 4 days or so where either something, a meal beforehand made so much that we had more leftovers than just one night, or I just didn't make it to the store in time, or I just didn't feel like making it. That happens all the time. That's okay. A meal plan is supposed to be more of just an idea, and don't beat yourself up if you don't stick to it 100%. If you find yourself not sticking to it all the time and you're ordering takeout instead, then maybe adjust it. But if you're not sticking to it because you already have more food or you just decided to make something else, then that's okay. Alice, you just subscribed. Yay, thank you. This is also like the kickoff to my YouTube channel. So yes, please, I would love it if everyone would subscribe. And I have like already a whole bunch of videos planned that will actually work. Will actually work this time. I promise. All right, so we're almost done. Family Fun Friday. So Finger Food Friday. That was always a favorite of ours. You know what? I will take some of those. So crock pot chicken taquitos. Sold. Let's do here. Crock pot. So I always just kind of look over what's around it, what's before it, maybe the couple days, what are we going to be having for leftovers. Some people are really good at like, oh, I made a roast chicken, let me turn this into another meal somehow, or roast pork loin or something. And I got to tell you, I'm terrible at it. Terrible. Plus I find that we do eat a lot of leftovers for lunch too. So I never felt the need to really recreate meals that I was making. All right, crockpot chicken, taquitos, and pepperoni cheese pizza bombs. I know everybody would like those. Pepperoni pizza bombs. And then something like that, I try to always have just like a simple salad on the side. I'm not a big salad person myself, but I'm getting there. But my boys both love salads. So let's see. Where's my other Family Fun Friday? Here we go. Fun Day Monday or Family Fun Friday. So you will see that some of these are, a couple different theme nights will apply together. So Family Fun Friday. Let's see. Let's make a pizza. The baby is probably going to have plain, but my older one and I would both like Philly cheesesteak pizza. And that's after curry chicken. Cool. Philly cheesesteak pizza. Wow. That's terrible handwriting. Terrible penmanship, Elisa. Terrible. That's okay. All right. Sheet pan Saturday. Let's make this quick. Steak fajitas. That's kind of Mexican-y. We're doing chicken ranch tacos that day. Chicken tortilla soup, French dip sandwiches. So this is the other thing. Once you get to the end of the week, you got to look ahead a day or two and see what's going on next week. I mean, if you want variety in your life, if you don't care that you had chicken 4 days in a row, then go for it. Lemon butter garlic shrimp right here. Lemon, that is, wow. Lemon butter shrimp. Sheet pan, sausage and pepper hoagies. No, that's meatballs the next day. Pizza rolls, drumsticks, yeah, sausage and peppers. And chili lime salmon. My oldest probably won't eat that, but I will, and so will the baby. And from the night before, we've got Italian chicken, crock pot taquitos. The oldest one will have plenty to eat. And for the last one, dun 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 dun, teriyaki chicken with vegetables. Where was my other teriyaki? All the way up there. Perfect. Teriyaki chicken and vegetables. Okay. So, any questions? Any questions on that? How I did it? Even if you have questions on this list here. So I wasn't planning on like totally going on a sales call for you with this. But I did want to show you that it was out there, and I do get questions on how to use it. So I wanted to show you how I plan, where I get my recipes from, because really, I mean, even on the months where I'm making 4 from Try It Tuesday, I've got another 4, so that'll make 2 months. Then I can always pull something from another side. I mean, got a whole Waffle Wednesday here. We never have waffles for dinner. That's a really cool idea. So I might try one of those on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? So you can mix and match these too. So like I said, the link is below. If you do want to grab it, you'll get both for the price of one tonight. That's only today. So that is how I use theme nights, how I create my overall monthly meal plan. Number 3, if we don't have questions, let me make sure I'm still streaming. It sounds like it because my computer's being really, really loud right now. Let's see. Okay. Number 3, my method of finding recipes on Pinterest. So Pinterest can be really super overwhelming, right? Especially if you do something like, if you search for, let's see, if you search for something like chicken recipes or crock pot recipes, something really broad is going to be really hard to make a decision on because there's so many options there. So what I do is I get as specific as possible. Let's see if you can see this over here. I'm going to switch. So let's say I am searching for, let's do slow cookers. So I'm going to write in slow cooker. This is in the search bar. I hope you can see me. Slow cooker, dinner. If you have kids, I'm automatically going to put in kid friendly. And then I'm going to narrow it down even more and say, okay, what do I have in the pantry? What do I have in the freezer? Let's just say I have chicken breast. I always have chicken breast. No, let's say I have ground turkey. I always have ground turkey. Ground turkey. Now, my little one is allergic to egg. My older one really hates mushrooms, which is, he'll pick them out though, so that's cool. But let's say I just want to appease him and find something with no mushrooms. And I'm not a huge fan of cooked tomatoes unless it's in like a soup or something. So this is going to be my search criteria now for Pinterest. I'm going to type in slow cooker dinner recipes. slow cooker dinner recipes, kid friendly, ground turkey, minus egg. And this is no space. So when you're writing out something with a minus, it's got to be minus and then the thing. And then, so you can put, this is obviously all in the long bar and not down in a row, but minus egg, space, minus mushrooms, space, minus tomatoes. You can minus as many things as you want to. Okay, just making sure we didn't have any questions. So that is my Pinterest, my quick Pinterest tip. Oh, look, we've got some time left. And so let's see, what have we went over why monthly meal planning, how to use theme nights to create your monthly meal plan, my method of finding meals on Pinterest. I'm going to go back on this side. I don't know if you could see me over there. And shopping strategies. So, all right. 2 major things for shopping strategies. My first one is I really always try to go grocery shopping twice a week. And how I do that, thank you, Maple. How I do that is week 1 and 3 from my monthly meal plan. So week 1 and week 3, when I'm planning this out in the back of my head, those are the weeks where I use the fresh produce ingredients and the fresh dairy stuff. The things that we are, things that are going to go bad quickly. Weeks 2 and 4, weeks 2 and weeks 4 are more of pantry meals, things that are in the freezer, vegetables that will keep longer than a week, like, carrots, celery, onions, garlic, potatoes, things like that. Stuff that doesn't go bad as quickly as possible. If I'm making, something with asparagus and fresh fish and all that, that's going to go in week 1 or 3. Okay. But anything else or something that is like shrimp is always frozen. I always buy that frozen. Shrimp and some of the other things I mentioned are going to be, or like, frozen Brussels sprouts, frozen vegetables too, frozen produce, are going to go in weeks 2 and 4. This way, I can grocery shop at the beginning of week 1 and the beginning of week 3, and I can get everything I need without having to go back again. So that is my first shopping strategy. I did say earlier that this, Alice, I see your question on budgeting. Hang on. I'll answer you. That a monthly meal plan will allow you to budget better because you have your master list, but it also allows you to shop the sales. So it allows you to see, okay, you know what? I have this list for, maybe it's down here in the Thai red curry chicken, and you see that the red curry sauce is on sale in week 1. Well, you have it on your thing, so pick it up. Cranberry sauce, frozen stir-fry vegetables, pizza dough, black beans, frozen corn, things like that for chicken tortilla soup. And those things go on sale. You can pick them up ahead of time. Okay. All right. Let me get to your question, Alice. Difficult to answer, but how much should someone allow budget-wise for the month to really see savings? That is very hard to answer. 1, I don't know where you live. So I'm in New York. It's fairly expensive to live here. We have a pretty high cost of living. I am not in the city, but I'm close enough to it where it's still pretty darn expensive to live and buy things here. I'm single. They claim $100 per person a month. I've heard that too. I think that's really hard to do. Here's what I go off of. I think a good starting point is honestly to look at the United States food stamp program. Stay with me. I know that sounds crazy. They've done all the research. They've averaged out all of the cost of living in the country. And they've come up with, okay, you know what? For someone who can't afford to buy food, this is how much will feed their family size, or if it's just you, or if it's 7 people. However big your family is, it goes by that. And then it says, okay, this is how much you would get for that. So that's where I always start. You can do a quick Google search and just look up. It's actually called, it's not called food stamps anymore. It's called SNAP benefits. So you can look up SNAP benefit amounts, and it'll show you a chart of basically with how many people are on one side and then how much you make across the top, or maybe not how much you make, whatever the limits are. But I always just look at the max. What is the max for, like, I'm a family of 3. I think a family of 3, last time I looked, was like $510. So if I'm staying around there, or if I want to save even more money, I know I can do it for that, because that's the amount I would get if I couldn't afford to buy groceries. So that's where I start. I hope that helps you, Alice. $100 per person a month is crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how that could buy a lot of fresh stuff either. But I will say buying fresh and homemaking things yourself will always save you money. I know people think like the cheap processed food is actually cheaper. It's really not. And I'm not talking long-term with like health stuff or anything like that. I'm not going to go off on that soapbox. So, all right. What was my other thing? Oh, my other grocery shopping strategy would be to shop online. So again, I'm not trying to nickel and dime and save every single penny. I'm not an extreme couponer. I want things simple. I do not have time to spend hours and hours clipping coupons and going from store to store. And I don't have time or patience for that. So shopping online, I think, is huge right now. So depending on where you live, there are your local grocery stores that can either, you can have it delivered, or you can have them shop for you and pick it up. Sometimes there's a fee, sometimes it's free. I still think you're going to save money even if you pay the fee, because you're not in the store, you're not looking at anything else, you are getting only what is on your list, and that is it. There's also stores like Walmart Grocery, and then there's like true online, Amazon. Amazon has Pantry, Amazon has Fresh, Amazon has something else. I forget the name of it, but it's not in my area. And Thrive Market, which I absolutely love. I wholeheartedly love. I should have put the link in here. Maybe I'll add it later. Thrive Market is kind of like they describe themselves as a Whole Foods meets Costco. And I agree. We try to do a lot of like paleo, gluten-free, dairy-free stuff here. And like I said, my little one has allergies, so we're restricted there. And their prices are unbelievable. There is an annual fee for joining, and if you truly can't afford it, they have like some kind of program where you can write in and explain why you can't afford it and what your situation is, because they give a Thrive membership to a person for every person who buys one. So it's amazing. I really, really love them. So shopping online too, like I think that is a great way. It also saves you so much time. You don't have to go anywhere, especially if you have kids. Going to the grocery store. I mean, unless grocery shopping is like a treat for you and it's a vacation, which I understand. Some people, it's just like, get me out of here. I can go without my kids. That's great. But if you've got to bring all of your kids along and going grocery shopping, you're going to save so much money and so much time by shopping online. So, okay. We went over monthly. We went over theme nights and creating an actual monthly meal plan. We went over the cool little method of finding recipes on Pinterest and tips and tricks. This is really good too if you're like gluten-free or paleo, then you just type that in there too. and my shopping strategies. So I want to know if you have questions, and I want you to know that the link for the theme night, so it's called the Ultimate Theme Night Recipe List, is this one, which is the 3 pages, plus you get the master list and the worksheet, which if you didn't download it already. So 3 pages, it's over 30 theme nights and kid-friendly recipes to go with them. And then this one is the freezer one. So again, the same 30-ish theme nights and a handful of recipes for each one. So when you use them in conjunction with each other, you've got a really good master plan and a really good place to start when you're creating your monthly meal plan. All right. I think that was it. So if there's not any more questions, then I'm going to sign off right on time. It's 9 o'clock. Next time, not so many tech problems. Not so many. So everyone have a wonderful weekend. It's almost weekend. Hallelujah. Almost the weekend. So have a good one and talk to you later. See if I can figure out how to stop this thing. Oh, hey, Kara. I didn't see you on. You're welcome, guys. The only reason I'm still here is because I can't figure out how to turn this off. Oh, you guys can sign off. Oh, thank you for the clapping hands, Alice. Gia. Gia. You just caught me. You want to tell me how to sign this thing off? You're late. It's over, girl. It's over. That's okay. You can watch it. You can watch it. That's okay. You can be late. You have little ones. I understand that. Don't leave yet. You want to just chit chat? Just me and you? I could tell you about my theme night list. Hit end broadcast. Yeah, I'm not on that. I'm not on that screen. All right, let's see here. Google Hangouts. Yeah. I don't see the Google Hangouts anymore. That's all right. Let's figure this out. Worst case scenario, I just shut my computer down, right? Wow, seriously. Let's try this. Oh, the technology tonight. That's all right. If you're still, let's start all over. Yeah. Let's start it all over, the whole thing. If you're still hanging on here, don't forget to subscribe. Because this is, like I said, the kickoff to my YouTube channel. I've got lots of good stuff planned. And here we go. Creator Studio, maybe? There'll be lots more videos on meal planning, freezer meals, theme nights, capsule pantry, getting your kids to eat, picky kids, all that stuff. All right. Let's see. I really can't. Figure this out. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to take this off. Take this off. Let's see. Oh. Can't wait for capsule pantry. Oh, I know. It's coming. Capsule pantry. Everybody's loving that. getting some good feedback for the course so I can tweak it. And you looking at my head right now? Yeah, my hair. All right. Somebody's got to come take control of my computer right now so I can figure out how to shut this off. I don't see Google Hangouts anywhere. All right, I'm going to just unplug my camera and my thing. Maybe that'll work. Probably not. Oh, I know. No, see? Yeah, Google Hangouts totally bombed on me. All right. I know it was on a separate browser, Gia, but I can't find it. It's still there. Yeah. Let's see. Window A. Hey, I found it. I stopped broadcast. All right, now this time I'm really out. See you later.